Bonjour à vous tous et bienvenue à ce 19e épisode de Danganronpa Trigger et Havoc. J'espère que vous allez bien. Au courant du dernier épisode, on s'est fait réveiller par Monokuma pour nous dire qu'il y avait quelqu'un qui avait passé à l'ag, donc qu'il y avait eu un deuxième meurtre. Après avoir exploré de nouveau l'école et ses deux étages qui nous sont présentement disponibles, on a trouvé le corps de Shihiro dans le vestiaire des femmes au niveau de la piscine au deuxième étage. Donc, elle est dans un très mauvais état, suspendue par les bras, avec le mot Bloodlust en arrière d'elle, écrit dans son propre sang. Qui aurait pu commettre ce meurtre? On le sait toujours pas. C'est bien ce qu'on compte faire, enquêter, pour savoir qui l'a fait. Dans cette enquête, on s'allie à Byakuya, et on va voir ce que ça va donner. Je vous souhaite un bon visionnement. Ok, fait qu'on sort de là. Je veux savoir si ça a été utilisé, le Fabricating Gun. So this is our next location. This place is related to the investigation. Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Maybe this gun was used to... No, impossible. If that were true, Chiru would be riddled with holes. Oui, mais il aurait pu être utilisé pareil. Non, peut-être, oui, pas, je sais pas. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have any issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seemed that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader?
Yep.
Yes, the cards reader have all been designed to interface with each of your handbook. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorists on the prowl, the Ceiling Mountain Gatling gun will initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulation prohibits anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chiru's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chiru was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words...
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But, am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you this entire time. Loaning your handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I will bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a funny little appetizers instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things. Oh damn, ça veut dire que tout le monde qui est mort, son handbook peut être utilisé?
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, right?
Why
So
you?
sleepy! Just listening to you makes me wanna pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with a criminal negligence. No more questioning. Figure out the rest of your own damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculty, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That help you understand what's going on. Ok, fine. Ok, on n'a pas le choix, tu sais, c'est lui qui décide de ce qu'on va tout le temps. Ok. We came to the main hall. So what we're looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure out for myself? Clairement pas les guns. C'est juste ça? Ok, on peut pas réagir avec ça. Les guns, on s'en fout. La porte, on s'en fout. Y'a rien de nouveau. Ça. On a-tu checké ça? There's a mailbox here. Ouais, non, ça n'a pas rapport. Could there be something inside? Yeah. Oh! It's an Ian book! No, wait, there's 3 of them! But what are they doing there? So you finally found them. Fait que tout ça, 3. Ça correspond au nombre qui sont morts jusqu'à la... Si on exclut Shiro, là. Ça veut dire que tous ceux qui meurent, leur handbook est déposé là? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it from yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks. And when I did... Sayaka Maizono. Damn it! You're right. This is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulation, and Sir has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your handbook to another is prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited, but borrowing someone else is perfectly fine. I see, yeah, now I understand. Ok, donc...
What?
Oh, hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed this Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right? Écoute, avec le nombre de balles de baseball qu'il a reçu, ça serait pas étonnant que son handbook soit brisé, right? Ça veut dire que les 2 qui restent, c'est les handbooks, en fait, de Sayaka et de Junko. 2 filles, donc ça se pourrait très bien que la personne ait emprunté. Donc là, on sait plus si c'est une fille ou un gars qui a tué.
I see.
It will make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs, c'est un petit mot de le dire. C'était pas juste pummeled, the memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. Merci, vous me le rencontrez pas. You're right, it wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey!
No,
Hey! What? That handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can't withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit with it. You hit it with it. Wouldn't do crap. No, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear
But it's
you!
a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Il est pas brisé. Il est pas brisé. On va aller voir quelque chose dans les règles. Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Ok. Faut vraiment que j'aille voir. Okay, then this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down to the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chiro. To be exact, not quite. Not quite? Guys! Ok, dans les règles, juste voir quelque chose. C'est pas ça, c'est pas ça, non plus. Non plus. Non plus. Ça, c'est les réponses du... Ok, ça... Bon, attends, on le verra pas. On le verra pas, puis là, je vais pas retourner trop loin non plus dans les textes. Donc, on le saura pas. Il y avait pas quelque chose par rapport au fait que seulement la personne... Mais non, ça marcherait pas. Seulement la personne à qui appartient le handbook est capable de l'ouvrir. Mais ça marcherait pas parce qu'on vient d'ouvrir celui de Sayaka, mais encore là, la personne est morte, donc elle y appartient plus. Elle appartient à... comme tout le monde. Finalement, elle appartient à plus personne. Si c'est le cas... Il me semble qu'il va... Non, mais comment on peut dire ça au début? Ah, je sais plus. En tout cas, si c'est le cas, ça veut dire que la personne à qui appartient ce handbook-là n'est pas morte. Quelqu'un a mis son propre handbook-là, right? What do you mean by that, Yafia? To be exact, not quite. Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat
Absolutely.
myself.
I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. 1 minute. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet... Encore ça? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gonna be an urban legend. Still could be one of us who really be a demented psychotic killer like that. You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that would prove it, and I can show you. Hold on, there's still more. There's still more here waiting to be checked. Okay, you gun? No. La porte? The hunk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. Okay, machine. So no. Load gun? No. Sir? No. I don't see any clues around here anymore. Anywhere. Y'a rien d'autre nulle part. On peut regarder là-dedans encore? Ouais. Ok. Ouais, ça on le sait déjà. L'autre chose qui m'énerve, c'est le fait que Leon and Bugs won't turn on. They're pretty unrelated to the case, either way, something about it still bothers me. What do you mean by that, BFK, to be exact? Oh no, pas encore.
Don't make me...
Oh! And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's someone I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is one of that killed Chihiro. Evidence? There's something like that, really? Hey, you two! Big trouble! Need your help!
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy, leave us alone.
'Cause,
But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me! The hell is going on?
please!
This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Ina?
'Cause, I mean...
But it's an emergency. Okay, an emergency. What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Tako. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting super strange earlier, right? What should we do, Yukio?
Very strange.
Since it's Tako, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat
Don't make me
myself.
read my... Well, okay. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he did it. He'd just say no. And that'd be at the end of it.
Yeah!
Okay. Come on, hurry! Wait for us, Ina.
Let's go.
It looks like she headed to the dorm. To the code's room, most likely. You're right. Let's go! Non, ça c'est Junko. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency? You guys are too slow! I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her also. Yeah, good idea. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap! An array of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Oh damn! And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. Genocide Jack? What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time, when I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous friend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door, but it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even borrow her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Shiryu? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Hey Byakuya, you think you could ask her to come out of her room? I mean...
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. You're gonna talk to her? Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments.
what do you want?
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Bakura!
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it up. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on! Hey Byakuya, what was that Toko was talking? What was Toko talking about just now? Something about the promise.
What?
I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, what means I don't know? That means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Oh boy, il y a quelque chose à cacher lui. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. Il y a quelque chose à cacher. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain librairie. Librairie. Où est-ce qu'il a passé tout son temps, c'était clair. Come on, let's go in. Est-ce qu'on va pouvoir aller dans la porte du fond enfin? Is the evidence that proved it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
La porte du fond! If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. That's it! Oh, here?
Let's go.
It will make sense once you're inside. C'est clair qu'ils nous emmenaient pas là pour rien, là. Là, je me... Wow! There are so many books and files! And so much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I will say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay. There's so many files, stuff onto the shelf. What's in all these things?
that's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like member of the Diet or something? No, I mean the one with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappointed for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I just let it go for now. On va juste faire ça pour voir qu'est-ce qu'on peut. Ok, je me demandais qu'est-ce qu'il y avait là. Il a tiré la caméra. Ah, comment j'espérais qu'il y ait des... Ok, fait que tout ce qu'on peut regarder c'est ça, celle-là. This shelf is stuffed with tight with piles. Without really thinking about it, I pick one out rather than... Ah, you have a sharp eye, indeed, to select that piles.
That's right.
That's the report on the presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshair you might wind up in for picking it at. Oh oh. Sans faire un son, on l'a remis là. Non, c'est pas ça.
That's right.
Oh my god. La lampe. It's a desk lamp. C'est la même qu'il utilisait. Oh yeah, it's the same one as Sabayaki was using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it into good use. Yay, insane! There's a wooden box, it's empty. Although, judging by the smudge and the dust, it looks like there was something inside. Effectivement. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Ok. An extension cord, hein? Ok, fine. Fait que, tu nous dis pourquoi tu nous as emmené là maintenant? If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover what value is for yourself. Ah, c'est encore lui. There's a ton of... Non, ok, c'est la chef on those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos for all kind of crime scene. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files, there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person could ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope Speak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. But if you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't really understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. 1 minute. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all of these documents? And more than once? But all this has to be like top secret, confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Or is it big? It is bigger, of course. Oh boy, and not as dusty. Remember of the Tagami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other words...
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. But I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and material that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the material gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing, or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case, police investigation reports. Be reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. Yeah, right. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. Really? Man, t'es fort. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As a dog, Byakuya grabbed a specific files from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack case has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust, is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Shiro. Donc, soit qu'on a vraiment un copycat qui sait exactement tout ce que Genocide Jack fait, ou soit que c'est vraiment Genocide Jack qui a tué Shiro. Mais on sait toujours pas c'est qui. Avec ce que Toko nous a dit, par contre, ça fait peur. C'est comme si sa double personnalité était Genocide Jack. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only one who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and the other higher up. Donc, il n'y a pas personne dans la place qui devrait le savoir, pas lui peut-être, vu qu'il a lu les trucs pis tout ça. À moins qu'il y ait quelqu'un d'autre du conseil dans la gang, tu sais que ça fait que leur famille soit assez puissante. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. La détective, tu parles de Kyoko? Kyoko, c'est clairement une détective. En tout cas, ce que tu viens de dire, ça m'a mis la puce à l'oreille. In other words, elle serait aussi. C'est sûr, la détective peut savoir, Kyoko peut tout savoir ça. Juste la manière qu'elle enquête sur les scènes de crime, c'est sûr que c'est ça son truc, son ultimate. No one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key official and the killer himself knew about this fact, this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Shiro's corpse, à moins que quelqu'un ait eu dans son entourage proche une victime de Genocide Jack, ça aussi ça peut changer tout. Her body was more certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other
The culprit
words...
isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. Je suis pas prêt à dire ça tout de suite.
In other words...
That's right. There is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Probablement, oui. Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us.
Interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down to your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Non, c'est pas celle-là. C'est celui-là. Ouais. Ouais, c'est des cold cases pis tout ça. Ok. Ça y est comme split tes corps en deux. Bienvenu, about that genocide Jack Terry's file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Y'a pas de l'air super heureux. Bienvenu handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous finger. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached a page where photos were from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Avec ce que j'ai vu comme photo, c'est sûr que c'est elle. Parce que il y a des ciseaux partout. Elle est maintenue avec des ciseaux. Là, il est pas maintenu avec une paire de ciseaux, donc pourquoi ce serait elle? Ça veut qu'il n'y a peut-être pas de ciseaux. Non, il y a des ciseaux. Ah, peut-être dans le kit de suture. Je sais pas. The names of Genocide Jack's victim ran on from several pages. Canada. Ok. J'essaie de voir s'il n'y avait pas d'autres noms. Canada 32. Tetsuya Hondo. Sujishikaku. Takeshi Yoshida. Puis Kanoise. Komatsuna Hitaro. Takefumi Gono. Uchida Naoshida. Takeshi Masamune. Yuto Yun. There was no one to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Ouais, mais logiquement, là, tout le monde peut savoir que le case file, il est là. Fait que ça vient comme briser l'affaire de que ça peut pas être un copycat. Le file, il est là. N'importe qui aurait pu rentrer là-dedans, là sur ce killer-là, puis le limiter pour mettre la faute dessus. Veut pas. Now, take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. Profiling results. All of the crime took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on the holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Ça colle avec Toko parfaitement.
So in
Vu qu'elle a
other
deux
words,
personnalités, elle souffre clairement de split personality. The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story, but this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now, or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack's case. Good.
let's go.
Alright, we shall get going. Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finish our business here on Wednesday. Hey, wait, BFK! On retourne-tu dans le gym? Non, pas dans le gym, mais où est-ce qu'il y a le pool? La piscine, peut-être? As usual, BFK turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. J'aime légèrement moins cette enquête-là. Je vais vous dire pourquoi, là. C'est... Dans l'autre, on était avec Kyoko, elle nous laissait le libre champ en nous disant quelques indices sur ce qu'il fallait s'en aller. Là, présentement, pas nous autres qui fait quoi que ce soit. Byakuya nous pointe à chaque fois qu'est-ce qu'il faut qu'on sache. Fait que le jeu ne laisse pas investiguer, enquêter. Well, this is where we part ways. Bon, fallait que je dise ça pour que ça arrive. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time
Come on,
to play with
enough
you.
of your annoying misapprehension. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. Yay! Merci! Just a bon moment. And just like that, it was gone. Just as quickly as it asked me to join in, it cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some playthings getting tossed around. At the same time, I had uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Kiro. Pas tant d'accord que ça, and that murderous Finn is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room, and should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful when I'm at. I need to find out everything I can. Bon. Donc cet épisode se résumait en 2 mots. Genocide Jack. Tout ce que Byakuya a pu nous apprendre là-dessus, sur son monde en fait aussi. On sait que c'est le fils d'un CEO très important. Il y a du monde qui tire les ficelles en arrière du monde politique qu'on connaît selon Byakuya. Puis sa famille en fait partie. Donc il y a beaucoup d'informations aussi concernant Genocide Jack dans cette fameuse archive de l'école. Où ce qu'on a pu retrouver comment que ce fameux personnage procède à ses meurtres. Aussi, peut-être qu'elle aurait une double personnalité ou quelque chose du style. Who knows? Donc, à chaque fois, comme on dit qu'elle fait un meurtre, elle s'enfuit sans même que la police soit là ou quoi que ce soit, mais elle s'enfuit d'une façon assez étrange. Mais bon. Donc, on a aussi vu dans le files que les ciseaux était l'arme ultime de Genocide Jack, du moins, c'est ce qu'on pense. Tout le monde a été suspendu par des ciseaux. Ce qui est bizarre un peu avec le cordon d'alimentation, où que Shiro, si on se rappelle bien, a été suspendu. Mais bon, ça reste à voir. On a un suspect, on sait toujours pas c'est qui. On a une Toko qui agit très bizarrement. Elle a eu un moment de tomber sur la connaissance. Lui a demandé d'aller avec elle tout ça, mais bon. En tout cas, ça reste à voir. Qu'est-ce qui va se passer? On va le savoir au courant des prochains épisodes. Sur ça, si vous voulez voir l'action en live sur Twitch, vous allez avoir le lien juste ici, sinon vous pouvez le retrouver dans la description de cette vidéo. Je vous souhaite une bonne fin de journée ou une bonne fin de soirée, tout dépendant de ce qui s'applique à vous. Prenez soin de vous et à la prochaine. Bye bye.